Hey guys, it's me Edgar here to do another video. And I just got up and I was about to, do my Spawn review, which I've been fucking delaying for quite a while, and watch Titans episode 5 and get ready for that show and talk about what happens on that show and blah, blah, blah. But there's one thing I said. Okay, gee, how bad can it really be when The Flash really is ultimately going to be a soft reboot to the DC universe and just get rid of everything what Zack Snyder did and pretty much just fucking be a Frankenstein even more? Apparently now the director said two idiots in a super powered being, meaning Michael Keaton's Batman and the Flash, and he's also talking about Supergirl. And I'm just like, oh boy, do you want your movie to fail? Do you want your movie to fail? There's a reason why. Keep your fucking mouth shut. I mean, I'm saying that right now, and I'll say this just to go even further. There's a reason there's a reason why Marvel Studios keeps their mouth shut when fans attack them. They keep their mouth shut. And they know if they have one of their movies flop because either A, the director, or B, the actor talks some shit, yeah, it's not looking good in their movie. That's the reason why fucking Kevin Feige pretty much doubled down on the whole Brie Larson type shit. He hold her like a fucking dog in a leash, if you ask me. So hearing this from the director, I'm just like, oh my god, you're instantly failure. That this is why people like me don't really care too much about DC movies. This is why that I'm like, only DC movies that I really give a shit now is Shazam, the fucking Matt Reeves Batman movies, and that's really it. There's nothing really important besides that. Even though I'm looking forward to the Flash, the only thing that makes me looking forward to this film, that's just how I put it. I don't care about Batgirl. I don't care about Zatanna. I don't care about the Justly Dark. I don't care about almost any other DC movies except Batman, the main one, Black Adam, and Shazam, or DC's Captain Marvel, if you want to fucking say that. This is a bad way of making your movie, idiot, going down. If you want your movie to do well, fuck, you better say nothing. All right, hey, it's 606. What's going on? Oh, yeah, great. People say if only, yeah, dude. No, here's the thing. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked because that Batman and his universe did not establish an alien what linked you to talk to you. I don't have wait a minute, no, take that back. No. All right, link to you so I can talk to you. Okay, no problem, man. Hey John, what's going on? People say here's the thing, that Batman is not the brightest Batman I would want for a DC reboot Batman. What I wanted, I'll tell you what I wanted, and I'll never get it because A, it's too little, too late. B, it's like a lose-lose situation because now you'll never have that. You'll never ever have a Batman that will have the Bat family, a Batman that will pretty much just go for it. Hey, what's going on, John? What's going on? You there? Hold on. Hello? Yeah, you there? Yeah. Oh, all right. I got you. All right. All right. I'm gonna back that up. You there, John? I think your camera's not working anyway. Um, do you hear me, or you don't? I don't know what else I can say. Okay. All right. Um, I'm kind of hoping you kind of say something, and if you don't, okay, there's something wrong. Either a connection or uh, vice versa. Anyway, um, but kind of go back to the whole point of what I was saying. Um, I don't think that Batman would have worked because it would have easily have uh, that whole universe to establish. I don't see that Batman coexisting or going toe to toe with the likes of Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman or Man of Steel, the Man of Steel himself, Superman. I just don't. Um, that Batman had a lot of great things, but it's just he had a shitload of problems. It's kind of like how I feel with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Just has everything you could have asked for the classic Spider-Man, but the only thing problem is he doesn't have the sense of humor. He doesn't have the cocky goofball, uh, literally saying jokes, literally trolling his opponents, and just going all forward. That's why Tobey Maguire and no, not Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Correct myself. God damn it. Um, that's why yours truly, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, nailed that part of yours truly, Spider-Man. But it's just the facts are. Let me call you. Let me call you on your. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go do something. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, John. I'll be right there for you. I got an idea. I got an idea right now. All right. Switch. We're going to Facebook, switch, and then I'll call you. Uh, oh yeah, that too. And also another thing is Nolan didn't want to have anyone touch his Batman. That's why a lot of times he was very fucking like just so not all in to share a universe. And I'm like, dude, really? Just really? All right, hold on. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. I'm calling you now on Facebook, John. If you hear me, I don't know about that one, buddy. I kind of disagree with you on that one. I personally believe Ben Affleck's version is much better. Um, that's just personally my take. Um, because there's a lot of things I feel like the Nolan Batman was the really full blown comic book Batman, and I think yours truly, Zack Snyder's Batman was the accurate, almost accurate, should I say, to the bare bones of what I wanted a Batman to be. But yet again, that's just me. I mean, like, if you want to believe that, that's cool. All right, I'm calling you right now. Loading. All right, we're getting there. All right, here we go. I'm calling you. Pick up, buddy. You there?
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on, brother? What's going on, man? How you feel, man? Well, I don't know. I mean, like, does anyone hear John? All right, like, just anyone hearing John or not? All right. If so, pretty much we'll carry on. All right. But yeah, I mean, back to I was saying,
I'm talking for a second. Yeah, I can hear myself.
All right.
So I wanted to reply to what you were just saying about
Go on.
Christopher Nolan's Batman or Ben Affleck's Batman. First of all, Batman's a fucking murderer.
Yeah, because for good reasons.
So, can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go.
This fucking Batman, Zack Snyder, which I don't hate it. I'm not saying it's the worst Batman ever. It's not. Obviously, George Clooney is the worst fucking Batman ever. But Christian Bale's Batman, written by Jonathan Nolan, David S. Boyle, and Christopher Nolan, they actually understood the meaning of the character. They understood Bruce Wayne. They understood what he's all about. He's all about, caring and loving Gotham. He'll do anything to save him. And Gotham was a fucking horrible place that he fucking fixed. But Ben Affleck's Batman, by Zack Snyder, he doesn't understand the core essential elements that have the character that has been established for the last 30 fucking years. That Batman is a murderer. I don't give a fuck if he used to kill in the old comics back in front.
We're not using that argument.
That's not who he is. That's not who he is. Just because his fucking costume looks a little bit different, and he's more of a buff-looking fucking dude, does not mean that is accurate. Just because it looks better.
No, we're not.
Written better.
We're not saying. Okay. To go on that whole statement, yeah, that is true. But the facts are, and what I see, and what I feel, and what I believe is the problem with Nolan's Batman, and the problem that anything that I personally believe it's the missed opportunities, and yet maybe I'm just in the minority, is
not everything needs to be a fucking shared universe.
No. It's not that. It's the Batman core of. No. You're. No. I'm saying like, in my belief of Ben Affleck, I like him because he had a Robin. He had, I'm assuming, a Batgirl. And because that's the one part I'm like, I like the Bat family, and we never got another attempt for that. And I feel like Nolan. The reason why Nolan. Hold on, listen to this. All right, go on. You go first, bro.
People didn't take fucking Robin seriously anymore, and they had to reintroduce him in a more subtle way because people looked at him like, oh wow, they use Robin again? That's fucking lame. To us comic book fans, don't get me wrong, I would love to see Robin done right, which he did a good job with that. It was a subtle, nice homage to that character. And if you go back slowly, if you break apart that version of Robin, he is 1000% Robin. He's a mix of all of them. So they did it right this time because people were not, they didn't want to see that right now because Robin ruined the franchise. He basically did. I mean, Joel Schumacher's a fucking horrible director with those movies. He did a couple of good movies back in the day, but he fucked up Batman for a long time. And people did not take those fucking characters seriously anymore. So nobody came in with Batman Begins and reestablished a dead character to everyone out there that's a modern audience.
You're right about that.
Resurrected He resurrected his fucking character.
To go on more of your point,
Gave us actual comic book fucking storylines on screen.
You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
So
I'm not saying that.
Snyder's Batman against fucking old Batman. Nothing. They're horribly written. He looks cool.
Well, let me.
He has a dead Robin.
Yeah, that is true. But let me kind of go on a little bit of more of the defending of that version of Batman, and I personally could just be honest on how I feel, and kind of.
Nolan didn't kill fucking Robin.
I know that, but Nolan didn't want to do Robin. That's the thing. But that's the. Granted, we got to sell away, like you said, on the whole introducing Robin in the last movie, because why not? But hopefully, and also go. Yeah, I know. But just to go more what you're saying, even when Titans did their version of Robin, they made it where it's very dark and people accepted him, and then eventually season 2 he became Nightwing.
It's not later on. We took him seriously again because we gave him another chance because better filmmakers are doing it. But at the time, let's say if Batman Begins came out and Robin was in it, or in The Dark Knight, for example, people would be like, "You're already doing Robin again? We just did that in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin." And
that is true. You're right about that. That is true. You're right about that. But yet again, but just like in my personal opinion, like I personally, wanted a Bat family, and you're granted. I mean,
I would see that too. I think we will Robert Pattinson's one day.
I mean, I agree. I mean, like first, that's why I'm hoping too, because I'm looking at Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm like looking at and Matt Reeves, and just like I hope you are having this character be in the long run, not just for a trilogy. And that's the problem that I feel like Nolan didn't fully explore the Batman mythos on
hundreds of Batman films that are amazing, that I personally would have loved to see Nolan do. Don't get me wrong. But the reason why is because you can't do everything,
Yeah, that's true.
He did a great job with the origin. Then he did the Joker. Then in his last story, because I feel that's a great story to end a Batman trilogy on. Him breaking his back. Bane, that's a huge freaking moment in the
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
That's one of the biggest moments of Batman comics, when Bane broke his back and he had to come back and fight. I mean, he didn't have Azrael, but it was still a good show. It was still a great idea to use that.
Do you feel like
homage to that? Because not a lot of people freaking explore Bane in the right capacity. He did a great job.
Oh yeah, I could agree with you.
It's a great ending.
But
it's a great ending.
Can I say
up the loose ends for Begins?
Can I say one thing? Like, do you feel like it's a missed opportunity that Gordon didn't really have Barbara Gordon? I feel like
she was there. He had a daughter in The Dark Knight when Two-Face is killing his kids. He has a daughter.
I thought last time I looked, he had a son, and that was really it. I didn't really
watch The Dark Knight. The scene with Two-Face, he has a daughter.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I watched that film, but I mean, like, I feel like with the Nolan Batman,
it's not like in your mind this story is not over.
Mm-hmm.
Because John Blake, aka Robin, is the next person to take on the mantle. That's a great idea too, because Robin has become Batman in the comics before.
Oh, he has, and that's the one big part of.
And that's like the next person to take on that mantle of that character, that role of Batman. That's a fucking amazing idea. Somebody else could be in that suit.
Mm-hmm. I can agree. Oh,
So he could face freaking Penguin. He could face Riddler. He could face fucking all these other characters.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see it continue, but we have to imagine.
Yeah, we gotta like kind of go on speculating, and that's the beauty of film, and that's the one thing I do like about filmmaking, where you have let's say that theory of let's imagine what happens. Even Marvel's What If on the recent episode kind of makes.
And Nolan, don't get me wrong, you love to see him do 10 Batman movies.
Well, that's what to tell you the truth.
The right people doing 10 movies, sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel with Marvel, and they're always good. But Nolan, you know, he wants to do other things. You can't blame the guy. He made 3 fucking Batman movies. 3. That's a long time out of someone's life.
Yeah, but
no, he didn't want somebody else to sequel his work.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if someone else did, it would be bad.
It would yes, I will agree, but just also looking at what Marvel did, could have been like, it would be interesting how that would go. But granted, I am grateful that he did end it on his terms, and he did end it on the way he wanted to. But just
Zack Snyder's Batman, it's a mess.
Well, there's a lot of things that were unanswered. There was a lot of things that could.
Affleck fucking hated playing Batman.
Yeah, because of the people that he worked with. That's nothing.
No, it's because he didn't like playing him, because he'd rather do fucking Oscar movies.
I don't know about that one. I mean, like, I personally believe.
It's the truth, dude. It's the truth.
All right. That's fine.
That's why he's not in the Flash movie. He's in it. He might have a cameo every.
That's why, like, I'll tell you why. That's what
he filmed his scenes way before he quit, dude.
No, they filmed his scenes, but
there's a stunt guy fucking riding around in a motorcycle.
Yeah, I know, but
actually Ben Affleck. I think the scenes when you see him without a mask on is probably going to be way earlier.
Okay, all right. Just asking you on this whole thing, do you personally feel that the DC universe is ultimately trying to sabotage what Zack was really intending to do this universe, or it's a good thing to just get rid of everything what Zack did?
I think it's a bad idea to make a Black Superman movie. They should definitely 1,000,000,000% fucking make more Superman movies with Henry Cavill.
I think it's like, you know what? Fun fact: I honestly think it's a crime and a shame that Superman has got a TV character, and yet Batman's getting another reboot take.
Superman and Batman are both getting new reboots. They're making a Black Superman movie, and Robert Pattinson's probably going to be in that same universe.
Yeah, I can agree with that statement, because there are some hints of more superheroes or more things in that universe than anything. I mean, like,
I think it's fucking dumb that you should really keep Henry Cavill, because he hasn't had his full 1,000% opportunity to really be flushed out as Superman that we know.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
He was great in the movies he was in. He was great in the movies he was in, and he's fucking amazing. Man of Steel is a fucking masterpiece. But they should do another Man of Steel movie, more colorful, more uplifting. Fucking, I don't know who you would get to direct it. I
would get the Lucis brothers. I think they would do absolutely fantastic with their the way they're. Yeah.
Have Amy Adams back. Have fucking goddamn, say Martha Kent. All of them. But do it more upbeat now that he's become that character. You could start it off with him in the black suit, but end it with him back in the red and blue suit, and it's inspiring as fuck. Have freaking Brainiac as the villain.
Well, that was the original intentions that they were going to do with Zack, but I mean, I would be all for it. And you could also introduce Supergirl in that film, and have where Supergirl tells yours truly, Superman, and how he was the cause of Krypton's destruction, and you could go forward with that whole direction and have a good, proper teen actress betray that character of Supergirl, because I feel
I think Robert Pattinson's Batman has a shot at being some of the best written Batman movies since Nolan.
I could agree with that statement. Because I mean, like, with the whole part where
Matt Reeves is an amazing fucking. Matt Reeves can tell a really good story.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he can really tell a great story.
Feelings aside about, I mean, put my feelings aside about me thinking that Robert Pattinson is the bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's going to be one of the best written movies, story-wise.
Oh, I could agree.
Give him a chance. You know, he'll probably, because that's one line he said in that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great freaking one line. His voice sounded really good. One line does not mean a full performance is good.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So I don't know.
I believe he'll do a good job, but my biggest concern is, like, I don't want
to give him a chance, but I would have never.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, go on. You kind of glitched out a bit. Go on. You were saying.
I said I would give him a chance, but I would have never in a million years casted him. I want him to surprise me, but that doesn't mean that he'll end up being good just because I'm giving him a chance. He could still be the worst fucking Batman ever. But I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But I mean, I personally believe, in my personal opinion on how I truly feel, is I agree what you're saying. Hell, I could be personally wrong believing that Robert Pattinson will be great and will be amazing, because I like the actor and I personally feel like he's a really an actor that went out of his way to be something else that everyone else thought he's not. And I personally 100% understand where you're coming from.
There is one thing I respect about Robert Pattinson. He did the horrible Twilight movies, right? But he went to smaller projects and established himself as a good actor. You know, he didn't keep making garbage after garbage. He freaking had to build himself back up as a good actor from scratch. So, you know, people forgot that he was in those shitty.
Yeah, and people, and also, just to go on more what you're saying, he literally hated how the movies were, and he really wanted to do better movies. And I really agree with him on that. And I personally feel like with him is, I hope that we have a long run with Batman. And I feel like
we're gonna get like maybe 4 movies with him.
I could agree with that statement, because I feel like
I don't think you're gonna see.
Oh, sorry, Tabby. I'm sorry with that.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, that too. Tabby, I'll get you in. Just give me a few more minutes, man. I'm a little bit having a conversation with my friend. But just I'll prove you. Just take your time. Just don't worry. I'll be right there.
Let me ask you this question.
Go on.
I'm sorry. Let me finish what I have to say, then I'll let you go. What the fuck is fucking goddamn Sony doing with Let There Be Carnage? They fucking goddamn ruined Carnage's origin. They made it that if he bites somebody and eats their fucking blood, that is how the fucking symbiote goes and cleans his
Well,
I am the hold on, let me finish. I am the biggest fucking Carnage and Venom fan ever. Or you probably the second. We'll have a fight over who's more fan. But I'm just saying.
Go on.
They fucked him up royally. And they've made Venom into a fucking complete goddamn joke. People shit on Spider-Man 3, but that's better than this garbage.
Okay, let me kind of go on that whole statement, what you just said. The sole reason why that origin came to be.
And don't fucking tell me that shit's in the fucking comics, because I recently just read Cletus's entire fucking run.
Well, the reason I say the blood is the only thing I would let go is because that's the part where he gets the symbiote. Now, granted, at the same time, I would have done things a little bit differently.
I would have done it fucking like the comics. That's what I would have done.
But yet again, I mean, like, at this point, I'm like, I like what they've gathered. It's kind of like how I feel with Marvel Studios and how they introduces some of the characters, like Sophie in the Loki show. She's a combination of the female Loki in the Thor.
You have no goddamn answer why they fucked up Carnage so royally.
Oh, that's on you. Well, that's on me. I mean, like, personally, I'm a little bit different on Marvel than I am with DC. I'm a little bit like
talking about let there be fucking Carnage.
I know that, man. But I'm telling you how I see it. I'm more like, you could do what you got to do, but you just got to bring something in a way where if it's going to be drastically different, you have to present it to be acceptable. And that's what I feel like with Marvel Studios, they've done it a little bit differently.
They don't fucking fuck up people's origins and fucking how they exist.
I wouldn't say that.
Alright, let's look at every fucking villain in the Marvel Universe.
Okay. Okay. I'll take the big one himself. Thanos. He, like, the reason why, the sole reason why Thanos took the Infinity Gauntlet is because he wanted to bang a woman. He wanted to get a woman.
Her name is Death.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm telling you the reason why that whole thing, and they changed it to where it was genocide. He wanted to depopulate the universe. That was the sole reason why. And
I mean, that's not the core essential element of Thanos, though.
Dude, I think it is. That's my belief. That's my belief.
It's a part of it in the comics.
Okay.
And it's a cool idea, but it's hard to introduce something like that live action.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can work around that. Sony, for no fucking reason, which they should not have done at all, and they didn't have to, was that they ruined his origin. All you had to fucking do is made it that Eddie Brock, started to feel that there was a red fucking goddamn growth on Venom. So he freaking keeps going to see Cletus Cassidy. It fucking jumps off the fucking shit and goes.
Oh, that's a good. And to be fair, going a little bit more on your whole theory, they could just to go. And just to go more on your theory on that whole thing, you could have it where there's something more to it with Eddie Brock and Venom's symbiote, where Venom is a little bit getting sick and he's starting to losing it, and he spits out this blood goo, and it has this little circle.
No fucking blood. What do we need blood?
No. There's just going. No. You're missing the point of what I'm trying to say. You're having that circle around that Cletus. You have that circle in Carnage's chest, and you have where he's establishing or hinted or even an Easter egg of the symbiote god, and that would have been great because he's probably going to be.
You know the origin of Carnage.
Oh, I know the origin. I know who he is, but it's just the facts are.
He was a fucking spawn of Venom, basically the child of Venom.
Yeah, I know that.
He is a freaking, that is his origin. That is the core central fucking element of the character, and they fucking took it off.
Well, we'll see what my friends are saying. In general, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. But I mean, like, in my belief, like I personally feel like the reason why they changed it is because one,
Because Avi Arad is a fucking retard. That's why.
yeah, I get what you're saying on that one. I mean, there's no one disagree on that. I mean, like my whole speaking about something, I want to know your thoughts on the whole recent Spider-Man trailer. How do you feel about it?
I still don't think Toby and Andrew are in this movie.
Okay.
Let me finish. I am 100% sure that they are not going to show up.
And if they are?
I have a bet with a couple of people that if I lose and they're in this movie, I have to eat dog food. So I'm telling you right now.
Oh no! But
I'm telling you right now, they are not in this movie. Let me finish. But I do think it's going to be cool to see Goblin, to see Doc Ock, to see Jamie Foxx as the more accurate comic book freaking Electro. Let me just say this right now. I am a big ass Spider-Man fan. I'm a really big ass Spider-Man fan.
Me too.
And I think this is going to be a great movie. It really will.
I think so too. But
I think Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man. He's not my favorite Spider-Man, but he's a good Spider-Man.
I can agree with that statement even further because I personally I love Andrew Garfield. I love him the most because
I'd say my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey because I grew up with him.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. I grew up with him too, but I personally relate more to Andrew Garfield a little bit.
I mean, he's more like the Silver Age comics. Garfield's more like the Ultimate, and Tom Holland is more like the universe of I think it's Spectacular.
Yeah. I could agree with that statement. But I mean, like for me, I really am hoping that we get to see a lot. I'm hoping we get to see a moment where if Toby and Andrew Garfield are there, I really want a moment with all three actors. And what I've heard, and I did research, and I'm looking all over on this film. I heard yours truly, Mysterio, is still alive, and he's going to be one of the main villains in this film. And we're going.
I heard the main villain is freaking Goblin.
Oh,
but I don't think that's true. You know what I think the villain is?
Yeah, what's going on?
I think the villain is an evil Doctor Strange.
Because I could buy that too because the trailer definitely kind of spells that out.
In the trailer, you see him fighting a Doctor Strange in all black. Why?
I don't know. That's the one part I'm like literally thinking. I'm like, is this trying to?
I think he's the main villain.
I could agree with that.
He brings out other versions of villains that has been throughout his universe.
That I could agree with. I could actually, I really could believe that. I mean, that's something I truly think. But also, I heard that Miles Morales is going to be in this film, but he's going to be in the whole. He's from Andrew Garfield's universe, which is going to be very interesting if that does happen.
I'm going to see that, to be honest with you.
But yet again, I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, if you ask me, I think it's going to be really great. Just overall,
it's like this is what I think is going to happen. I think Doctor Strange fucks with the universe. He makes a bad call because the Doctor Strange movie he's going to be, his next one is called
The Multiverse of Madness.
So,
and that's tied towards.
He's going to be probably fighting a lot of different versions of himself,
or even like different.
Loki.
Yeah, like that as well, but it's also connected towards the other multiverses, and along with Loki, because Loki's like in the middle of the multiverse, and that's something, and that's a moment where I'm like, oh my god, they're doing it.
The reason why I think they made Loki in the first place is to set up for Doctor Strange, because they're doing the same thing in that Watch, they're gonna do the same thing in that movie, and it's gonna be Doctor Strange facing other bad versions of himself, or
other villains
from other different areas. He might even meet up with a different universe where freaking Thanos is alive.
Yeah, I could agree with that, and also you could go on a little bit on the What If show, because the What If show is pretty much.
I think the next Avengers movie is probably going to have a lot to do with different universes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because I mean, like, the Marvel's keeping a hush hush on the new Avengers, and they really want to make that whole new team to be a solid.
Yes, Sony has a multiverse. They kind of set up the multiverse in Spider-Man Far From Home. So I thought it was Sony who wanted to do all this multiverse shit, but it's actually Marvel, because they did it with the Loki show. They're doing it with Doctor Strange 2. So Spider-Man is just following what Doctor Strange is doing. So then they're like, oh, that's a great idea. He could face other versions from different universes, villains. But people wish that Tobey and Andrew in the movie. I don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah, I hear what you were saying. I mean, like, for me, I personally am hoping that we get to see. I mean, there's even rumors of Hugh Jackman coming into Doctor Strange's movie. I mean, like,
I heard that they're going to keep the same X-Men that we've seen.
I kind of believe that as well, because I'm like, I just don't.
Why would they use that Quicksilver in a Marvel show?
Because of contract reasons. That's my.
I'm just saying, that was a bad call too. That they made him. That was so stupid. They made him a fucking actor. That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, I know that, because I'm like, when I saw that stuff, and I'm just like, really, come on. I mean, like,
what do you think of fucking the new version of the Mandarin in Shang-Chi?
I was gonna do a reviews on the whole Iron Man stuff to get up to that point. I'm glad that they're doing it, but understanding why they're doing what they're doing now, a little bit disappointed. But yet again, my theory is maybe those rings.
That really should have been the villain in Iron Man 3.
I know that, but and that's fun fact too. So everyone's gonna, when they see this film, everyone's gonna say they should have had this.
Marvel first screaming at you, saying, "No, it is a good fucking movie."
Yeah, and I agree, but I mean, like, the reason why, I personally believe that this movie is gonna do things that people are gonna say, okay, we take every word we said about Iron Man 3, because Iron Man 3 it still pisses me off. It still just upsets me to an extent. But yet again, I'm like, well, at least they kind of established Iron Man having Thanos to be his villain, his arch nemesis. At least they didn't fuck up that. I'm like, I could take that. But I mean, it is a hard pill to swallow on just having the Mandarin.
Did you see Black Widow? People shitting on it. I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was fucking fantastic. I mean, like, and they even,
I loved it.
Oh, dude, I'm like, dude, granted, the whole Tag Master is a little bit disappointing, but I'm like,
the Taskmaster was a female.
Yeah, I was a little bit like, that's kind of disappointing.
I thought that was pretty cool. I don't care.
But yet again, I'm like, it's okay to do such a thing like that, because I'm like, well, I mean, does it really matter? I mean, like, that character was a badass in the film.
Let me tell you something. Every time,
go on.
Like on a Monday or a Tuesday, if you do a stream, let me know. I'll call you on Facebook.
Oh, dude, you're always welcome. I mean, you're always welcome. The reason I usually do streams because I don't want to do the work on just saving it up and pretty much just.
And it's easier to go live and then,
yeah, it's easier to just say it and go forward. I usually just say my 2 cents and just leave.
So on a Monday or a Tuesday, if you link me a stream you're doing, make sure it's a Monday or a Tuesday.
Well, granted, I'm always free. Like,
we could do a video for my channel. channel too.
Oh, that's true. That yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I could do one. Hell, I could do one today if you want. I'm all free. I'm
I
all.
mean, I have other things I got to do first, so I don't know if I'll have.
Well, okay. Just let me know, and I'll just let me know. I'll let you do what you got to do. But I mean, like, um,
Just message me on Facebook.
okay.
Today.
Or I'll just send you a link. I'm like, hey, if you
When
come.
do you think Halloween Kills coming out?
Oh man, that's gonna be fucking great. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be.
Amazing. I was thinking of what the ending can be. I was thinking, like, what if the entire fucking town of Haddonfield goes completely, absolutely apeshit,
Mhm.
and they all have fucking knives, guns, and they're all charging after Michael Myers, one against like 500, and that's how the movie ends.
Or just have it where something big happens and it leaves you on that cliffhanger, and you're just like,
I think because they have to make Halloween ends. They have to make Halloween ends. So, you know, how Michael's going to kill every fucking one of these people. Is he going to die? They're probably going to get killed. That would make me fucking want to see that movie, just to see him fucking kill like 500 people right after each other.
dude, I'll just say this for the first time.
The craziest fucking opening scene. That would be the craziest opening scene of any horror movie ever. Him killing 500 fucking people.
To tell you the truth, I mean, like, just watching that 2018 Halloween movie, it felt like a proper sequel. Because I always, like, as much as I love
this trilogy of Halloween films, are gonna go down in history as the best Halloween movie sequels of all time.
Oh yeah, that's
how you sequel a franchise.
That I could agree with, because I'm like, every time I watch the other Halloween movies, I just like it. Just
I mean, I love them. I love them.
Me too. I do too.
I love 2. I love 4 and 5. I love H2O. I like Resurrection, and I like Rob Zombie's remakes. I think they're amazing.
I like his first remake. I mean, I feel like his sequel was.
Still, I think this is the best that we can possibly get right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's the best fucking goddamn sequels ever. I mean, Halloween 2 will always be my favorite.
Yeah.
Sequel to the Halloween franchise, because that is one of the best fucking horror movies ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I grew up with that movie. But these sequels are amazing.
Oh, I could agree. I could agree with that whole thing, because I mean, like, I really am excited. Like, for me, I mean, like, just seeing just Michael just fully just feel like what he is, just a boogeyman, a character that is just you don't know where he is going. You don't know if he's going to show up in your neighbor's house. You don't know if he's going to show up right next to you.
I'm just going to announce this on your show.
Yeah.
Goku 4071 are not friends anymore.
Oh, well, tell me what happened. I mean, like, you guys had a fucking...
He's a fucking crybaby. Anytime you fucking disagree with him, he acts like a fucking bitch.
Well, not surprising, because, I mean, like...
That's literally the reason.
I mean, like, not surprising, because, I mean, like, the guy is a... And no offense to him, but it's just like a selfish, irresponsible prick. Because, I mean, every time...
I don't know if he's irresponsible. I don't think he's selfish. I've never had any...
like, there's many...
I think he's a fucking crybaby. If you told me, John, I think Halloween sucks, and I started screaming at you and acting like a fucking baby over it, you would want to talk to me?
No, I wouldn't want to talk to you at all. In fact, I would be telling your ass.
I don't give a damn if someone dislikes or disagrees with anything.
I mean, like, for me, I mean, like, if you like, let's just put it in better terms. If I understand you don't like Dragon Ball Super, or you don't like what the directions of what they did on certain directions on the characters, I could straight out understand it, but I will never call you an idiot.
No, it's just an opinion.
Yeah, it's just an opinion, and that's the thing. I mean, like,
you can still love that shit to the fucking. You can still love whatever the fuck you want just because somebody else does it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. But with him,
and we disagreed on the biggest fucking thing we disagreed on was politics. I told him one thing, and he fucking thinks another. You know, he gets fucking upset. Oh, if you fucking disagree or have a difference of opinion. Like my grandfather freaking, we wanted to talk to him about politics. He tells him something, and then he starts screaming at him on the.
Wow, that
fucking nuts, dude. You're fucking nuts.
So basically what he would rather have is yes men. Oh my god! No, I mean like that.
He wants somebody to just agree with everything he says. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks everything he says is the 1000% right opinion when it never really is.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, like I can't stand people like that. I'm sorry. Like I can't be on side of someone like really just. If you just straight out just say I want this, I want you to agree with me on this. I'm like, no, I'm not going to agree with you. Like the whole Black Panther situation that I was asking when we were talking together last time, and I'm just like, you do know. So you would rather have the controversial film, even though it's going to have controversial, but I don't know, it's not going to be as bad because therefore people are going to accept the new direction because the actor who played Black Panther is gone. And also another thing too, just to give you, I don't. Granted, I personally don't think it can be done because if you do recast him, it is going to take a hard.
Just get a different actor. Just get a different actor. I mean, let's say if Christian Bale died during the Dark Knight film,
he would get recast like a heartbeat. He would get recast in a heartbeat. But I feel like when you have the opportunity to do like the Black Panther in like a legacy theme, which they established in the very beginning on Civil War, so I'm like, okay, we know this character is like legacy themed.
I just think they've lost a huge. But why does it have to be only Chadwick Boseman? Why can't somebody else take up the mantle of the same fucking character and do a good job? I mean, I don't think Chadwick Boseman would say, I'm the only fucking Black Panther.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just, it's the factor of he was that character
I like passing on the mantle. I love that idea of passing on the mantle. But it's too soon.
I could agree with that to an extent.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're stuck in a place where they have to, and they think that this is better for us, and fans want to see that, but is it actually, at the end of the day, better for the character?
No, not really, no. Just tell you the truth, no. It's a lose-lose situation, because when you really think about it, and really kind of come to terms, this character never got the opportunity to show what he's fully capable of. I mean, last time I did like an entire stream of talking about, I think it's official that they're killing him off, and looking at the character in this universe, it's a crime and a shame that this universe never had the opportunity to be with Storm, to be with the Fantastic Four, to be a part of the new Avengers. And when you have
his story on his own isn't fully fucking done yet. He had one movie. He was in a brief cameo in Civil War. I mean, not brief, but he has a good cameo. It's mostly kind of about him because his dad got killed. But there's so much other shit going on that you kind of forget that he's even.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I could agree.
And he's in freaking Avengers and one in Avengers Endgame. So that's really all we got of him.
He was a part of four or five movies. I mean, I feel like his solo movie wasn't really that great, and that's another thing too. Because I mean, I feel like it didn't. What? All right. So, give me 1 minute.
People say that his movie is like the best Marvel movie ever. I'll talk while you're doing what you're doing. People think that's the best fucking Marvel movie ever. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care for it all that much, to be honest. But I mean, I think it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen or anything, but it's good. But what I'm looking forward to the most is Halloween. You know, that's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be the best freaking movie this year. everybody's like, oh, the fucking Spider-Man is going to be the best movie this year. Venom's going to be the best movie this year. Venom's going to be a piece of crap. Spider-Man's going to be good, but it's not.
Yeah, it's still good.
Better than Halloween. Sorry.
All right, I'm back now. Just.
I was talking while you were gone.
Thanks. You're kind of filling that void. But I mean, like for me, I truly believe like the character never really had the opportunity to shine. In my belief, in my personal opinion, Black Panther, I granted his solo movie was good. It could have been better with a lot of directions. Same thing, a little bit of Black Widow, and it reminds me of what.
I don't think it was a bad movie.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think Black Panther was a bad movie. I think it was a decent movie. People overhyped it, made it like into the best Marvel movie.
I think people hyped it up to where one, it shows another black character.
Iron Man, but with a panther.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that a little bit of a statement, but it's just it goes to show you like the character of like Black Panther is to an extent, but it also goes to the culture, and that's I think people embrace that a little bit too much and not seeing the story of what the character, that whole storyline.
I want to talk to you about this.
What was it?
What do you think of the Black Superman?
If it's the Earth 2 Superman, I would have been all for it. But if it's...
I'm wearing the fucking Zack Snyder. I'm wearing Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman black t-shirt. I just got that shit.
Yeah, that's seeing Henry Cavill wearing the black suit. Oh man, that's it was such a great moment. That's it. Oh,
I know, and that's fucked up that they're getting rid of him and not fucking using him.
Yeah, and that I know.
It's a travesty. It's the worst thing to happen to fucking cinema.
I know. It's just like when I look at that, I'm like that. Like, how could you just let that go? How could you just allow that whole thing just slip by because you don't like Zack Snyder? Like for me, I feel like the hatred towards Zack.
Fucking somebody else. Get the fucking goddamn same chick who did fucking Wonder Woman.
Pat Jenkins. I think. I can agree. I can see that. I would give the Lucas brothers, the directors who did the Avengers Endgame and Civil War. It's like they would be the first candidates, the first ones I would think of would be qualified to do Superman, because I feel like they did a good job with Captain America. Yeah, that too, but also they could bring in a good direction. And granted, some of their directions didn't really do so well, because I feel like the one thing I personally believe that Avengers Endgame really killed is Thor's trilogy, and that really kind of pissed me off, because Thor's trilogy.
I'm looking forward to the next Thor movie.
I know that, but it's like my biggest problem is I hated the fact that Thor lost everything, and I really wanted to see.
It's making more story. It's making more story. He's gonna get it back.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, but it's just it makes me wish that I'm like, so him losing.
What is her name? The female Thor.
Yeah, Jane. I know. I know. Which I'm very excited, but also very worried, because I'm not a big fan of Natalie Portman. Because I just never really see her as a good actress. Like her acting is great in other movies.
I think fucking Marvel set up a female Thor of it being fucking Jane in the comics on purpose, because they wanted to badly do this in the movie.
Or they were looking at the long run on everything. They're looking at
because this is a fairly new story. I think Marvel set it up themselves, put it in the comics themselves.
I can agree. Well, to be fair, it was a what if story to an extent on the what if comics, but the facts are, yeah, I can agree. A lot of the newer comics, a lot of the newer stuff is going to be on is slowly going to be on the new Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows. which is great and awesome because I liked a lot of the all new, all different Marvel now, and it was a really good direction, really good stuff. I'm happy that Miss Marvel's coming. I'm happy that Kate Bishop, and they're slowly building up to the Young Avengers, which was very interesting because we got to see Scarlet Witch's kids, which was awesome. And I'm hoping that we get to see them in the new Multiverse of Madness and we go forward with that whole direction. But my biggest problem is it. My biggest worries is I just feel like with Marvel, they really need.
Dude, when you freaking upload this, put my name in the title.
Oh, I'll put you on the. I'll put you on the title anyway. I'll do it now. I'll do it now. We'll do it now with my friends.
Just say what pisses me off.
Oh, wait, okay. What pisses me off? All right. Just give me 1 minute. Tell you, I'm a little bit. I know. Just give me a fucking minute. Piss me off. All right, there we go. Oh, have you been watching Titans?
What'd you say?
Have you been watching Titans? The live action Teen Titans? Dude, they're
with Starfire, I like Raven.
What they're doing with Red Hood's fucking amazing. Oh my god. They even did a live action. Batman is in there at a supporting role, but they didn't really have him be fully be Batman. Like, didn't have him wear the costume. He's just there for a. They show Bruce a lot. Hell, even having Bruce to be like a psychic type being where he's talking to Dick Grayson, he's talking to Jason, and it's like mentally it is a conscious telling him, and it's kind of forming into Bruce.
How they made Robin say fuck Batman.
It's during that time period where Dick Grayson was slowly transitioning to yours truly, Nightwing, which was such a great payoff. But yet again, the problem with season 2 was the fucking shit death on Donna Troy. I mean, like, they hyped this up, but yet again, when Donna Troy died, I'm like, she dies from that? Come on. That's so stupid. So dumb. But yet again, I mean, apparently, yeah. The way they handle it's kind of like I don't fully believe it. Because I just don't. I mean, every time the Joker dies, like, I just don't believe it. And yet again, I mean, the only time I would accept the Joker's death is either Joker kills himself or Joker was literally sick and he was too stupid enough to not get a cure, and Batman was too late to save them. That's the only time I would have been like literally accept that. But I don't believe it because
the sickest part is about that is that Batman would actually save the Joker.
Oh yeah, because that's the one thing that drives him. That's the one thing that keeps him going, and they definitely call that out in the show. When Barbara and Dick Grayson talked to Bruce in the first episode in season 3, and it's really great. It's a really awesome show, and I oh, dude, it's better than Gotham 10 times. I mean, I couldn't watch Gotham. It's like, at first episodes, I'm like, okay, I could tolerate it, but oh my god, the way they did it, all the other characters, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose it because it was sickening. Yeah, that too. Because I'm like, it was insulting. I mean, like, their show that show Gotham was such a slap in the face of every single Batman fan, and I'm like, people like. Go on.
An ending. You know, that show is ending.
Yeah, I know.
Got an ending.
Yeah, they had.
Watch that show from beginning to end.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm like, I couldn't sit through it. I mean, like 5 seasons just.
I hate the fucking. I like the Jerome character at first,
Mm-hmm.
but he turned out really bad.
Yeah, but also, I dislike a lot of things. I hated the fact of what they did to the Court of Owls. I hated the fact of what they did to Mr. Freeze or the Riddler. Penguin was the only thing good, but yet again, the actor himself is the only thing good actor in that entire show. But yet again, I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean,
It's cool too. His Penguin's his dad. Back is Penguin's dad.
that I could agree with. Yeah, I agree. I did do that. I just personally believe that show really just really fucked up everything. But yet again, I could say the same thing with fucking yours truly, Batwoman, a Batwoman show that really was soulless, just literally a cash grab and a spit in the face to that character. That character is so awesome, and it could be a symbol to a lot of people who are gay. But yet again, when you just shit that character just because you would rather have your own little bit saying, "Oh, we're okay with diversity, we're okay with gay people. Here's a gay show that's not really doing a true to that character, but we're gonna insult every single Batman fan by doing it." Oh god! I mean, the one part I'm just like, you just killed the show in 5 seconds when you just said it will be when it fits a woman, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I mean, you just literally just killed everything. I mean, I want to know how you felt about that show.
It's just a bad show. It's just a bad show, you know.
That's true. I mean, the facts are when I look at a lot.
They're making a Gotham PD show. They're making a Gotham PD show with Robert Pattinson's world.
Yeah, and apparently Robert Pattinson's going to appear in some episodes, which is going to be quite interesting. I really would have liked the fact if they have it where Commissioner Gordon is the main character, and we're going to have Batman to be in the season, but he's only going to show up in certain episodes.
Have you seen the Suicide Squad yet?
Oh, dude, hell yeah, that shit was amazing. Better than the trash that.
Harley was the best. Harley was the best ever.
Oh, dude, absolutely, I agree with that. Harley and fucking what's his
So
dude?
Hilarious with that part where the arms came off the dude and started slapping the fucking the bad guys or whatever, and Harley is like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I know. But also, the biggest part I liked is to where John Cena and Bloodsport pretty much have that moment where he's exactly he pretty much does what I do, and John Cena said, but better, and I'm like, oh my god, and I cannot wait for John Cena's show. I really think the fuck. What?
So it's probably going to be a pretty cool show.
Or even after. It could be both. It could be a combination, but of both. After the movie, and he does other missions, or he could do, or they could just establish them where it's during the or before the movie. Squad, and that's another thing too. There's rumors, or
He's dead. He died.
No, did you see the post-credit scene? He's alive. There's a post-credit scene where he's in the hospital, and getting back into shape kind of opens the door for the next post. There's two credit scenes. There's the first one or should I say, there's two endings. There's the movie ending, and there's the post credit scene on on the whole John Cena's character and how he's going to get back up and the rest is history. I say all the whole movie was awesome because I love King Shark, and I'm just like, this is kind of what's similar to what Vin Diesel is doing with Groot, and I'm just like, it's kind of funny that James Gunn makes the best Suicide Squad. That the first Suicide Squad was trying to compete with his Guardians of the Galaxy, and that pretty much said a lot. Where he did the better movie, he made the better Suicide Squad, and really, David, what was it? David Ayer, yeah, David Ayer, pretty much just made a cash grab Suicide Squad movie that should have had a uh, proper movie. And oh, did you know the original intentions to where it was Superman was going to be the main villain instead of the one who did that movie? I thought that movie was insulting to my intelligence. I'm like, you tell me you couldn't have that shit in that whole thing? I mean, granted, it is what it is, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, I have my friend, my Tevia. I have my friend Tevia, who's really been waiting for me, just pretty much like waiting if he's going to come in or not. I have him come in right now.
Yeah, I gotta go anyway, dude.
All right. It's good talking to you.
I gotta go, dude. All right, you talk to him now.
All right, let's see you, man. All right. We'll have him come in later on, later today or tomorrow or whenever. Anyway, I'm sorry you waited that long. So I mean, like, I apologize, man. I really am. Okay. How do you feel on the recent news, and what you think of my friend's? What'd you think of my friend's opinion?
Your friend's opinion is very interesting, very fascinating.
I really want to know, but like, I mean, how do you feel about?
Huh?
Okay. I'll just be real with all of you guys. It's you or Rin. What's going on? What?
Your connection's going in and out.
You hear me now? Oh shit, motherfucker!
I hear you kind of be just staggy.
God damn it! Oh shit, motherfucker! Oh fuck it! I'll do another one.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, you can end it.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
Okay. See.
What?